I'm back with another mukbang, truck bang challenge. Come get you some. Bussin', 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 bussin'. We finna get it in. Bussin', bussin', bussin'. Hey, Kool-Aid. Oh yeah. Bussin', 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 bussin'.
Good Lord.
Bussin', bussin'.
That smoke flavor that you're savoring.
Amen. Back with another mukbang. Hey yo, we got some sushi today and some gyozas with some kind of dipping sauce. It look kind of small, don't it? For the price I paid, or for the price Michi85 paid Michi. Hey, that little bit you sent me. I couldn't find no Puerto Rican food. I'm gonna find some. Give me time. Give me them within the next week, and I do it. If I don't, I just had to drive to either Jayville or Savannah to see if they got a Puerto Rican restaurant. Okay? Okay. Okay? Okay. But we got a Crunch and Munch roll and a Caterpillar roll. The Caterpillar roll has tempura shrimp and cucumber, topped with avocado, drizzled with spicy mayo and eel sauce. It's small, don't it? Like one of them fancy restaurants. Let me get it done here like ting, hey, yeah. You see it? Ah, yeah. Whatever. And I should have got a dynamite roll. Spicy. Ooh, that's expensive. Nope, what's it no? What else was that? Oh, the Crunch Munch got spicy crab and asparagus, topped with shrimp, spicy mayo, and sauce, eel sauce, and tempura flakes. That one right there. So we finna get it in. Coldest water bottle, link in the description. Use Lilgilmoeats, your discount code. You save 10% off your entire purchase. Coldest water bottle. Go get you one. Can I be a salesman or something? We finna say grace and we finna get it in. Come get you some. Amen. And amen again. Yeah, let me taste one of these gyozas. I said, let me get a gyoza. She said, oh, gyoza. She said, fried dumpling. What you mean? I ain't say it right or something? Kifo, this is over on the island. I guess it's a fancy Thai place with a relaxed feel. Cause I thought these rolls were gonna be about this long. It's Tara, Thai, and Sushi. And people been bragging on them. We finna see. And when I put this sushi in my mouth, it better take the baldness in my hairline away. You hear me? And then, hey, Kifo, they ain't give me no yum sauce. Good thing I had some in the refrigerator and some spicy mayo. They ain't give me no yum sauce. What kind of establishment is this to not give you yum sauce with sushi? Which one we gonna try? I'm gonna put it on the plate. Oop, excuse me. Treatment. This we're gonna try the Crunch and Munch first. We've been bragging on the Crunch and Munch. Anything that Crunch and Munch just had me wanting this. His name Crunch and Munch? See? Just in case the other thumbnail don't turn out. And Jameson said it's good. Cause he said he don't eat stuff like that. If he's saying good, he ain't never steered me wrong when it comes to places to eat. It's okay. It's just small. They cut the shrimp real thin. This is it, Kifo. But you know why I'm here. Based on the title. Okay. I think I'll be full by the time I finish. I can't be greedy all my life. What's so much ginger? To cleanse my palate. Because I'm finna try that one. That's some thick ginger. I know that much. Good Lord. It's a caterpillar roll. Ha, ooh, ting. I'm crazy. That's pretty good. Yeah. I'll be full by the time I finish. Tastes good. I want to say bad because they didn't give me enough. But it's good. I know people don't spend them $100, $200. Well, if you make money off YouTube, you ever see them trays they be having? They must get it from the grocery store. I don't think I can do grocery store sushi. I don't think so. If you ain't Asian, I ain't finna eat your sushi. I'll be honest with you. If you ain't Mexican, I ain't gonna eat your Mexican food unless it's Taco Bell. And I'm tripping with them. Just keep it real. Some Chinese restaurant got a bunch of non-Asians in their establishment now. You can't trust it. It's like Chinese food, like sushi, it's like soul food. If you ain't black, you can't really call it soul food. You looking at a good soul food buffet, country cooking buffet. You looking at a good soul food restaurant. You looking at a good Chinese restaurant. You looking at a good Mexican restaurant. That type of food it is who cooking. Soul food black people. I go without saying. I'm just saying. If I'm wrong now, tell me. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. And wasabi on some of that. I don't even know how I want to start this. But I said I'd tell y'all, and I'm going to tell you. Because I'm sick of them. The reason why I'm leaving my job, I wish it was because of YouTube, but it ain't, so I got to get another job. This is spicy mayo. I don't eat too much of that. Because I'm doing a commercial. I got on talking about a TV show. I wish this would, but it ain't. Hey. If y'all ain't seen the last video, go check it out. It's the Soulful Eats Will the Mukbang video. I had to eat some stuff that ain't supposed to be eaten. I'm really disappointed in that video. I'll go ahead and tell y'all. I try not to talk negative on here no more. I ain't talked negative in a long time, but I'm really disappointed in that one, in the results of that one. I don't know. Whatever. Shut up, boy. Yeah, please go check it out. Also, if you want to donate to the cause, my Venmo, my CashApp, and my PayPal is in the description, man. Donate like $1 or $2 on it. $1 or $2 now. It ain't gonna hurt you now. Come on, nah. Just playing. But if you got it, I would really appreciate it. It'll pay for these meals, man. It really will. And you see my, he said, Negro, this merch ain't changed yet. I ain't had time, man. I'm juggling 2 jobs, leaving one, going to the other. I'm going to get up early tomorrow and put some new merch out. See if I can. If I say it, I got to do it, huh? So that's but if you want like a coffee cup or something, t-shirt, just down here. Find it. And that's it, cause the rest of the video is gonna be why I'm leaving my job to go to a new one. Now I guess this is my opinion. Or this is how I see it. Or how I felt. Cause I don't know, guess nobody don't shit at me. Don't nobody at my new job, at my old job, see it like I see it. Or they see it like I see it, but they won't say nothing about it. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna talk about two instances. And I'm gonna talk about how I was treated. One instance, to make it short, one instance, I was working. This girl, because I ain't gonna call her a woman. This girl came up to me and said, how do you feel about white people using the N-word? Or should I say that word? I'll say that word. Or should I say N? I say N because I don't want to get my recommendations limited, which is already is. Hope y'all can catch up with me. Keep up with me. She said, how do you feel about white people using N when they're talking? I said, don't even say it around me. I said, don't say it around me. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I said, it'll be a bad problem if you say it around me. I'm telling you now. If you say it to me or if you call me one, it's going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? If you say it around me, I'm going to create a problem. And she was like, okay. I said, okay. Well, you know, the next night, she was sitting talking at a table. Well, we was closed. It wasn't a table, it was employees. We were rolling silverware. And she called somebody that, or she used that word. I looked at her, and I told the manager, yo, I gotta go. I gotta get. And she white, by the way. I said, I gotta go. And I left. And came back the next day. And I went and talked to the general manager. I said, hey, bro, you're gonna have to talk to her or whatever. I said, she wasn't talking to me, but she used the word around me. And that ain't cool. Now, anybody with some good morals would have been like, man, I'm sorry about that day. I'm sorry you had to hear that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go talk to her. You need to say, or I'm gonna fire her. Or anything would have been. I said, yeah, okay, just talk to her, man. I'm just saying talk to her. I said, I ain't say fire her because she wasn't talking to me. I was there when she said it though. So he said, okay. But he didn't do that. He said, okay, I'll have a talk to her if you want me to. I said, if I want you to. Okay. So later on that night, she disappeared. She come back. Dude that used to work there, he don't work there no more. I heard him out. He said, what's wrong with you? She said, oh, nothing. I just can't talk to David for a couple of days until he stopped being mad at me. I said, huh? And I bet you that's exactly how the conversation went when she talked to the general manager. Quit talking to David for a couple of days. He'll stop being mad at you. I said, oh, okay. That was the first incident. I said incident. Second one. Whoo! Boy. Second one. I thought I was going to be talking through a glass wall for the rest of my life. For like 2 seconds. Second one. I was waiting on the table. And now, you know, she all loud mouth and verbose, whatever that word is. She all loud mouth. Don't nobody like her. Didn't nobody like her. You know what I'm saying? I was talking with her, talking to her like, hey, how you doing? Just to get along with her before she said that. She tried me in other ways too. I ain't bring none of this up. The second one, I was waiting on the table, trying to earn my money. I gave the table a check. I went back. I said, thank you. Have a good evening. It was great to meet you. Y'all have a wonderful night. I went to the stand in front of the microwaves while I was doing something. I was ringing something else up, and the table got up and walked past me. It said, thanks again, David. You made our experience wonderful. Thank you very much. I looked at the microwaves. She walked up to me. She said, yeah, thanks, Blackie. Oh, she said, thanks, Blackie. You heard me right. So I went and I ain't gonna lie, I cussed out. I cussed her good too. I might have threatened her a little bit. I might have threatened her, but I don't know. I don't remember. So I left and I told the manager, hey bro, you need to do something about her. For real talk, you need to do something about her. He said, okay, I'll talk to her. Oh, you don't want to now? I can handle it myself. So I finished what I was doing, got ready to my table, and I told him, look here, bro, I'm finna go. He said, yeah, I talked to her. He said, this the black dude, this a black man, the black supervisor, he ain't no man. The black supervisor, he said, yeah, it was taken out of context. But I talked to her though, and she know what she did was wrong. She know what she did was wrong. I said, oh, okay. I'm so mad, I could hurt somebody. So I said, I'm finna get this table and I'm finna leave. Next day I come to work and he told me again, he said, I talked to him, man, when you left. So, you know, I talked to her again, so we gonna come down to the bottom. He said, I told him too. I told him about it and he handling it. Ooh, I can't say nothing about it. I gotta bleep that name out. He said, I told the food and beverage manager too. I talked to him and he said he gonna handle it. I said, okay. So I worked that night, nothing. Worked the next night, nothing. Next day before I go to work, I said, man, I ain't heard nothing. I figured somebody would have called me by now. I said, so this one, I'm finna email HR. I emailed HR about the situation, about the other situation before that. She called me right back. She say, David, what's going on? And I had to tell her the story again. She said, why? I said, nobody's told this to you? I said, because he told the food and beverage manager. So I figured the food and beverage manager, y'all would have been the first person that they contacted. He said, no, nobody's told me this. Well, let me get to the bottom of it. Let me just question them and I'll call you right back. Okay? I said, okay. I ain't heard from that woman. From that day, I might have spoke to her one more time, but she did not call me right back. I get to work and the food and beverage manager come in, David, can I speak to you for a second? I speak to him for a second. He say, David, I promise you, I didn't know anything about it. I said, well, such and such didn't tell you because he said he told you. He hadn't told me nothing about it. I got all this on text message and emails and everything, so I ain't worried. You hear me? So he said, but let me tell you this. We do not tolerate that sort of language or behavior here. I said, okay. So what you gonna do? He said, I want to talk to her and get to the bottom of it. Was anyone else around when you said it? I said, okay, first, you ain't gonna take my word for it, okay? But she already admitted it, and he already texted me that she admitted it, so I'm straight, regardless. I said, yeah, such and such was there. You can ask her. So he said, okay. So I got up, and I'm smelling BS already. I said, something ain't right about this. So the next day, he come up to me, he say, yeah, I talked to her, and I reiterated once again that that this cannot be tolerated, and you know, she's gonna think about it. And I said, okay. Now one time, anybody say nothing about getting rolled up or getting fired or what? You know what I'm saying? So apparently somebody do tolerate it. So what he didn't know was, I talked to her boyfriend. Her boyfriend said she was gonna find another job anyway. You know what I'm saying? And then he cut a little joke. He said, yeah, before you hurt somebody around here or sue this place. And I just laughed it off because me and her boyfriend cool like that. And I hope he left her for another woman. I really do. I really hope he left her. Let me tell you, oh, you know, if you look at the video, you can do better. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't the fact that, you know, that she racist. It's the fact she was comfortable enough to try me like that. You know what I'm saying? She don't know me from a hill of beans. But she one day, she gonna say that to the right one. I'm just saying. Anyway, let me finish. Fast forward a day, he don't think I know she looking for another job anyway. She found a job, she put in a notice, and he gonna come to me, yeah, we gave her an option. She was, yeah, come to think of it, what was the option? She decided to quit. Instead of hanging around calling you blackie and racial slurs, she decided to quit. So that's that. To sum it up, instead of doing that, instead of getting rolled up or getting fired here, she's gonna quit. I said, yeah, she got another job. So, come back to like 2 weeks ago. Has it been 2 weeks? I hear rumors that she coming back to work. I say, no, hell she ain't. All this happened like 8 months ago. Come back 2 weeks ago. I say, no, hell she ain't. So I text the food and beverage manager. I said, hey, what's this about her come back to work? He said, well, we need servers, and she does have experience, but she knows what to expect when she gets here. She knows what we expect from her. And I say, so the racial slurs she called me don't mean nothing, huh? And then he responds with, well, I thought you and her had settled all that. I said, what? Negro? I said, no, don't worry about it. I said, appreciate it. I said, thank you. Thanks for responding to my text. Meaning, I got some more info just in case I need it. So next day, I go up to the manager, the black dude. He said, hey man, I was talking to somebody about it. And they was like, yeah, she's supposed to be coming at work. I said, you got me bent. I said, it don't be a problem. And then he cut in, he said, what y'all talking about? I say, you talking about no girl come back to work? He looked me dead in my face. That was delicious. Kind of full. It was good enough. It was high, but it was expensive, real talk. It was good enough. He said, no, they put it in my hands. And I determined she wasn't ready to come back. She wasn't coming back here because don't nobody like her and this and that. And all she did was cause problems, and especially what she said to you. I said, okay, I finna say. I'm finna start some trouble around here. I told her straight up. He said, I don't even worry about that. I said, okay. So I go home. Come back next day. Say, Dave, little fine, pretty thing. Dave, you heard what? He said, such and such come back to work. I said, no, she ain't. He said, yes, she is. But let me rewind. They got a golf course. And he called me before I came to work that day. He said, hey, you mind working at the golf course Saturday? Because, you know, you a senior, is that where you a senior server here. Go out there and get that money. And I was like, in my head, I was like, yeah, something ain't right. And how about we give you Friday off, you go out to work at the golf course Saturday. Then the next week you go back to my, I said the next week I go back to my regular days off. He said, yeah. And what did it take me? He suggested about taking me off weekends or going out to the golf course on Saturday. I said, no, I gotta work weekend. I said, that's where the money at. So he said, okay. So I get to work, and after she told me, she said, you know such and such coming back to work? I say, no. I said, that ain't what such and such told me. He said, he said what they did, they tried to schedule her to come back on your days off. I said, so that's why he got me coming in on Saturday at the golf course. He said, yeah, you be over there, she'll be over here. I said, mm-hmm. And I text him, I said, hey man, I thought you said she wasn't coming back. Then he started spilling the beans. He said, well, they wanted to hire back 2 weeks ago, but they thought they'd get another server by then, 2 more servers by then. So he said, I said, told them to hold off. You know, your servers come in, so then they wanted to start last week. But I say, hold on a second. And then they said, just schedule her over here on your days off. I say, I ain't off Thursday. I said, well, okay. I said, appreciate you. I'm not going to talk to you about it no more, or nobody. I said, I don't want to talk to nobody here about the issue no more. So, next morning, I emailed corporate. Wrote a long email about everything that happened. I do that. And then she emailed me back. She said, when you get to work or something like that, just talk to the human resources manager there. I apologize for everything that happened. And that's all I heard from that lady. So I come back to work, and I go up to the office. Oh yeah, then the human resources manager at this job emailed me. Because I was off that day. I didn't want to hear what she had to say. I said, when I get to work, I just deal with it. So I get to work the next day. I'm going upstairs. She got the supervisor, the black dude supervisor in the office. I hear the lies he telling through the door. I said, they need better hearing stuff on this door, because I can hear every lie that he's saying. So I go over there and I talk to the front desk person. We talking about my YouTube channel, this and that. And she said she sent me an emblem, but she didn't. And, what you call it, logo from a shirt, but she didn't. Then what up? I'm saying, hey, I'm looking crazy. But anyway, I go back downstairs, and then I get an email saying, hey, if you have time, can you come up? I said, yeah. So I went up there, but they threw that dude under the bus. You hear me? First of all, they said the bringing her back was never discussed, and I found out. Well, and I told her that was a lie. I said, yes, it was discussed. I said, I got an email that showing the food and beverage manager sent it to me saying they had talked about it. I said, and when I wasn't here on my off day, they brought it up in lineup saying she was coming back. And the dude just left your office. He said, I got a text message, and he spilled everything. He told me everything they was planning on doing. And the pen hitting a little balloon, like, psst, it just went. That's how she looked. She looked so defeated. She was like, I hate working here. That's exactly how I look. I hate this place. I want to say, me too. It sucks, don't it? Somebody call you Blackie. And they had me feel like I was the bad guy. To this day, not one person came up to me and said, Dave, you okay, man? We're so sorry about that. We apologize. Not one person came up to me and said that in a real way. Not white, not black, not Mexican, Puerto Rican, Haitian. Not one person came up to me and said, hey, you okay, man? We're sorry about that, you know, in a genuine way. You know what I'm saying? The point behind food and beverage manager, he ain't got nothing else to say to me. Nothing. He got nothing else to say to me, boy. Oh, I'm finna say something, but I ain't gonna say it. And I caught him the other day looking at me, like with a scowl on his face, and I was like, what? And then it was like, maybe it's just me. And then JJ came up to me. JJ said, hey man, you see the look he had on his face? I said, yeah, I saw it. I said, man, I'm glad you saw it. Yeah, I saw that. Because they make me feel like I'm the bad guy. She called me Blackie. A white person calling a black person Blackie, it's a major problem. And she better be glad I ain't 25 again. Because that would have been a problem. You hear me? If I was 25 and I ain't have all these responsibilities, somebody would have went to jail and the morgue. I promise. Well, I don't promise. I don't know. It'd have been a problem, man. It'd have been a problem. If it was a dude, yeah, I would have went to jail. But since it's a woman, you can't do nothing with a female. If it was a dude, oh, I'd have been messed up. In the legal system. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was left. I can't do nothing but be mad. And see if I can get her fired. Not see if I can get her fired. Put the situation in somebody else's hand, and maybe they'll see where I'm coming from. But hey, it's they got me feel they had me feeling like I was the bad guy, like I did something wrong, like I walked into her face and called her blackie. That's how I felt. I was like, man, how am I supposed to work here? I said it in front of all the managers and supervisors. How am I supposed to work here? I don't even know how to do it. I stopped going to lineups. I know what I can do. I don't need a manager. Cause they saw her anyway. I don't need a manager. I don't know why they pay them what they pay them, cause they don't do nothing. Except for one of them, but he ain't no good leader. He just got nerve problems. The other ones just lie, and they probably say worse than what the girl said behind my back. Promise you that. They got some pillowcases. I'm pretty sure they got some pillowcases. What else? And that's why I left. And then, by the grace of God, like I said, Jesus was at the bar one day drinking a club soda and like, hey, make this happen. She said, hey, looking for fine dining at my other job. And I said, hey, that's my background, blah, blah, blah. It took me less than 24 hours, absolutely less than 48 hours to get another job. And somebody text to I said, watch God work. Because I wasn't even supposed to work one day. And he said sent somebody home and they let him come in. I said, man, I ain't supposed to be here. It messed up the schedule. I said, okay, watch how God work. And it's just shocking to me that I took it all in and didn't trip about it. Because I trip. I can trip now. I promise you I can trip. So, and then one Thursday I was working. Remember I told you she was supposed to work Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I wasn't supposed to be there. She didn't get the memo. After all this happened, I'm tired of talking about it. That's why I'm trying to finish it up. If I left some holes in it, send me an email. After all this happened, she come in on a Thursday. She come in like she ready to get to work. And I was like, oh, she still... Anyway, the HR manager said her being discussed to come back to work never happened. I proved that was a lie. And she said, well, she's not coming back to work here ever. I said, okay. I'm sitting there talking to somebody, and she walked past me. I said, oh, no. I said, I did some cursing. I lost my cool. So I was like, no. And they telling me, David, you got tables. I said, man, bump them tables. And people can sit there all night for all I care. I said, you better get somebody else to get them, because I'm finna get up out of here before I go to jail. I said it. I promise I said it. One of the servers, one of my friends at work, she started shaking. She said, Dave, calm down. And it had me feeling bad that I was making her scared. And I said, okay, I'm sorry. And saw Booty Thomas walking around like, oh no. I said, man, you better get some testosterone in you. Man up. But yeah, man. And then she got a call. They so punkish, they didn't even call the girl and tell her she was no longer welcome now. They still got her thinking she could come back and work. Instead of her going out looking for another job, they still got her thinking she got a job to come back to. So they call her to the office and they tell her, you better get out of here. You better get out of here. So she left. I bet I was every in the book. You hear me? Blackie was the happiest thing she said about me that day. But yeah. And that's why I left. That's why I'm gone. I ain't left yet, but Wednesday's my last day. Probably. I just don't want my insurance to be messed up. I'm gonna work out the end of this month so I can be covered and jump into the other insurance I get from the other job. I hope it worked like that. He said it would. And that's why I left, man. I mean, and I ain't even the other ones ain't really had my back. I know people need a job, but I feel like if I was on the outside looking in, I would have had their back. Nobody had my back. I mean, y'all, they was acting like it's normal to do this. I like, what? This ain't normal. Making me feel like I'm the bad guy. I'm raising all this hell for nothing. Huh? Huh? Man, let me get from around y'all, man. That's how I felt. Let me get from around y'all. Let me get from around y'all. Like tonight, it's a situation came out with a guest lying about one of the people I work with. I saw it and I ran to their side. I was like, I wish you would pop off again. I wish you would pop off. And I did that without even thinking about how nobody was there for me. Let me go. Let me get on out of here. I told Jeremy that. He was like, for real? Yeah, he said, well, I'll see what I can do. Then I talked, and we gone. We out of there. Jeremy ain't even giving no notice. Jeremy said, hey, I ain't coming back. Bye. I should have did that, but like I say, I need my insurance to work out. But yeah, man. I want to say the name, but I'm not going to. They got 5 more days to piss me off, though. I promise you that. Hey, let me get this hug from you. It wasn't much, but it was good. It needs to stop passing out yum yum sauce. I think my yum yum sauce is better anyway. Without struggle, there's no victory. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you thought this was a little bit of food and I shouldn't have did a mukbang on there, I don't care. Hey, but anyway, please go watch the previous video before this one. I'm about to say Blackie. Video. Because I need it, man. I need it. Did Gonzaga lose? I was just disappointed with the results for that one. Like I said, it's been a long time since I talked negative, but it's like it's like I got my behind whooped. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been on YouTube all day. Got to work early, still ain't check. I just seen that last night, and I was like, come on, man, you serious? But hey, I said all that before. Hope y'all have a good weekend. And it's been storming here every day. We had a tornado warning the other day. I really want to see a tornado. I want to see a cow go around in a circle, or a house, or a barn. See if they end up in Kansas. I'm tripping. Whatever. I love y'all. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Stay kinfolk. Bussin'. 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 We got the trusted Coke Zero. You know what I'm talking about? Bussin'. 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 Say what up, kinfolk.